Alex Cora, appreciate you joining us. Andy Hart here alongside Nick Fitzy-Stevens. Are you excited for the baseball season to get underway tomorrow?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think, the off season, we executed what we wanted to. Spring training was solid. I think the 2 games in Monterey were awesome. Kind of like change of pace, getting out of the routine. And now we're here in Dallas, ready to go.
Yeah, Alex, the excitement here in our studio at the station and throughout Red Sox Nation has been palpable the last couple of months. And I think it's because of the offseason that the Red Sox have had, and the optimism continues to grow. So I just wanted to ask you, what did it mean to you to see the front office be so proactive and aggressive this offseason, addressing the needs of defense, a starter like Crochet, and so much more for you?
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot. I made a commitment with the organization halfway through the season last year after talking to John, Tom, and Mike, and Bress, that we were going for it, right? As an organization, we did a good job. I like, developing players and getting better the last few years. And we executed, like I said before. We got some guys in that room. They're proven winners. Crochet obviously comes from a tough situation last year, but we know the talent. But you talk about Walker, you talk about Alex, and all they know is playing October baseball, right, and be successful. So we're in a good spot. It's just being in spring training, it was a different vibe. Even being in the city in January up there, when we were recruiting Alex, I was telling him that, the talk of the town was him, right? Like everybody was talking about Alex Bregman, and I'm glad that he's with us. So it's a little bit different than the last 3 or 4 years, and now it's time for us to go out there and perform.
I think a big part of the buzz is the obvious trade for Garrett Crochet. We've lived in this town, Pedro and Schilling and Josh Beckett, aces, what they mean to a baseball team. Do you think Garrett Crochet is ready for that ace workload? I mean, he didn't start his first major league game until last year, and now he's the opening day starter with a lot of expectations for a World Series contender. So is he ready for that job?
I mean, we're about to see, but physically he is. This guy is a monster. He's big and strong, and the way he goes about his business in the training room, in the weight room is ace-like, right? But now, obviously, we got to go out there every 5 days and prove it. We're going to let him go. That's, the expectations are 30-plus starts and help us, win as many games as possible. And I truly believe physically he's different than others. I joke with Sale about that. I compare him with Sale, but he's stronger, right? And Chris actually agree with that. But you'll see him. He's ready to go. And it's just a matter of we have to be smart about it too. The way the season starts, there's a lot of games early on. Then the schedule actually benefits us from June, July, and August. So we'll take care of him. And if we do that, he's going to take care of us.
Alex, obviously so much has been made, like you said, in a positive way about Alex Bregman coming to town. He's already a hero here, and he hasn't even swung the bat yet in a Red Sox uniform at
Saint
Fenway.
Bregman, we call him.
We're calling him Saint Bregman. Like the man can, he turns water into beer at Fenway. Like we're expecting great things this year. But obviously he's looks like he'll be the starting third baseman for the team. So Rafi moves to DH, and I just wanted to know, where things are with Rafi heading into the season. We know where he's going to be in the lineup, but where is he in the best place he can possibly be in his head right now to be successful? Because when he's going right, there may be no better left-handed bat in the AL.
I believe so. We had conversations throughout spring training, and he was very vocal about how he felt, and we made a decision. Alex is going to play third, Rafi's going to DH, and we all are in the winning business, and he understands that. It's like everything, right? You don't have to agree with it, but at the end of the day, what are we going to do to go out there and perform every single day? And he's been working hard, not only with his swing, but the routine, of course. It's a little bit different, but somebody mentioned, can he do it? What? Every DH used to be a position player until there were DHs, right? JD went through the same transition. In 2018, he was an outfielder. He became a DH, and you saw what happened. So we expect the same thing. The kid is ready to go. He's going to hit second against lefties and righties, and he's going to DH. And I think having Alex behind him is going to benefit him. And, honestly, I expect a great season from Rafi offensively.
Red Sox manager Alex Cora joining us here on WEEI Afternoons, as he will all season long on Wednesday afternoons. Alex, you've been in the media. You know how this job works. You've been in Boston for a long time. We can talk about all the positives and the upsides and blow smoke up your butt here. If I were being honest with you, I think the biggest question mark might be the bullpen. You know, we had an idea who we thought the closer might be, and now it seems like that plan has changed. What do you think of the closer situation, and is that a concern for you?
No, I think, the way Chapman has thrown the ball, he earned it, right? But at the same time, we're not going to pin ourselves in certain series, right? Especially the first two, Texas and Baltimore, they're left-handed hitters. So if there's a pocket in the eighth that is Seager, you're going to see Chapman there. I don't know the situation with Baltimore, but, if Henderson is leading out the eighth, you're going to see Chapman. But most of the time, he's going to pitch the ninth. We have to figure a few things out. We need consistency from some other guys, right? We try to, address that throughout the offseason. Having Whitlock helps. Obviously, Slayton healthy is going to help. Justin Wilson is a good pitcher. He can get lefties and righties out. But, the Kellys and Weiser, they need to do the job, because you cannot only rely on Slayton and Chapman and Wilson, right? There's going to be days that they're going to have to pitch the seventh and the eighth, and we expect them to perform. I think that was something that happened last year, right? Like, if you look at our stats for our season, we blew 30-plus saves, and it's not in the ninth, only in the ninth, right? It's from the sixth inning on, and we have to be better in that aspect.
Obviously, excitement for the guys that were with the team, guys that have recently joined the team, and what about the guys that soon may join the team? What do you think are realistic expectations in 2025 for the mighty rookie triumvirate? You got one making the club in Christian Campbell, and then you have Marcelo Meyer swinging a bat the last couple of nights and all spring long, Alex, just like he's itching to get up there, and Roman Anthony's no slouch either. So how are we going to handle this situation?
As you guys know, and this is the way I made it to the big leagues, right? People got hurt, and they're like, Alex, you're going to the big leagues. It's not that I earned it. It was just by default, right? With them, they're going to let us know, to be honest with you. You saw what happened in Monterrey, just the stage, 22,000 people. And especially in the case of Marcelo, right? I was joking with people. I was like, in the beginning, the Mexican kids were calling him Marcelo. At the end it was like, Marcelo, he's Mexican, actually. But the at-bats are getting better, and the defense is real. With Roman, I don't know how many walks he took in Mexico, but it's a professional bat, quote unquote. I know it's a cliche, but it's really a good one. So they'll go to Worcester. We talked to them over the course of the week. They feel they're ready, but there's a few things that obviously, they got to go down there, and the roster, right? We have a pretty good big league roster, but it's going to be a case of when, right? And they're going to contribute. They're going to play hard. They're going to do everything right. They're going to perform. And at one point during the season, I truly believe they're going to help us win ball games at the big league level. Clearly,
a big part of the top of your order is Triston Casas. Kind of had the lost season with the injury a year ago, and then Craig Breslow opened some eyes when he threw numbers out there, projections of Casas being a 40 home run, 120 RBI guy. Are those you're laughing, but are those pie in the sky numbers, or is that something we as fans should say, yeah, that's attainable? We should pencil that in.
We need him to play, right? We need him to keep him healthy. That's the most important thing. Throughout his career, he's been hurt, and he's been off the field. So the more he plays, the better he's going to be. I truly believe that spot, that pocket in the lineup is going to be a good one. Bregman, Casas, we're going to let Jaron do his thing, Rafi do his thing. Alex and Tristan, they're going to slow down the game, right? They're going to take pitches, they're going to take their walks, and that's very important. Numbers-wise, man, 40 and 120 sounds great, but I think 150 games from him, that's what I want. The rest of the thing, he'll take care of that.
And Alex, it's interesting to see that the Patriots and the Red Sox are both so active in the offseason, trying to get back to where they were, both teams winning championships in 2018. I wanted to ask, any relationship with Mike Vrabel? Obviously, you were on the Red Sox around the same time that he was on the Patriots, playing for Super Bowls, winning World Series. I know you have had relationships with previous coaches and GMs. So, what's the vibe like with Vrabel?
No, not yet. But I think everybody in the city, right? They're liking what they're doing. For what I know, very professional, very specific in his job, right? You know, I joke around. Brad and Joe have put pressure on us now. You know, like they have probably the best basketball team in the league. You know, and they're putting pressure on the Red Sox and the Patriots and everybody else to step up and do the things that they've been doing the last few years.
Before I let you go and you get the marathon season underway, when I ask you to look around the American League East and the American League overall, what do you see? What's the landscape look like?
It's going to be a tough one. You know, in our division, I truly believe the Jays are good, really good. You know, they have the pitching offensively with Santander. You have Bo, you got Vladdy, you got Santander. That's a different lineup than last year. Obviously, we know what Baltimore can do. The Rays in a different environment. You know, Yandy Diaz is going to have a monster season, hitting the ball to right field in that stadium. You know, that's how he lives. So it's going to be a grind from day one. Detroit has a really good team. We saw them in spring training, and obviously, you know, their third base coach is the greatest ever, you know. So I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough, but we're ready for the challenge. We have a pretty good baseball team. We just have to take care of the ball. I think that's the most important thing. We play good defense. We're going to play meaningful games in September.
All right, Alex, we're looking forward to tomorrow, opening day, getting the season underway, and we're looking forward to every Wednesday and talking to you about this season that has as much buzz as we can remember in half a decade around here. So good luck tomorrow. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.